Picture this. Let's say you have a iron, pressing iron. Yeah. So you have that. And then there is a cooker, electric cooker. Now, both gadgets, both of them, they have something to do with heat, right? The iron, exhibits heat. The cooker also, you know, exude heat, right? So meaning that they have something in common and they are both electric. Now that's two things in common. You see that now. But then that they have things in common does not mean they are meant to be used for the same purpose, right? Because their structure, the way they are, constructed, they are constructed for different individual purposes, right? The iron is to press your clothes, while the cooker is to cook. So you don't use the cooker to press clothes because it brings out heat. Nor do you use the iron to cook because it also brings out heat or because it's electric. So what am I saying? The construct of a thing, the makeup of something determines the purpose of that thing. So don't look too far to understand what your purpose is. Just look at your construct. There is a way that God made you that is different from someone else. Don't try to be someone else. Be yourself. Find out why you are made the way you are made. Find out why you have passion, for children. Find out why you have passion for females. Find out why you like, athletics. Find out why you just like to study the word. Find out why you just like to see people on fire. There are many things that if you take your time to find out, you will discover that you have a unique purpose and there's no one on earth like you. No one. You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Not you comparing yourself again. There's no one like you on this earth. You have a unique purpose. That's why you are made the way you're made. That's why you like the things you like. That's why you desire the things you desire. That's why you are strong in the areas where you're strong and you're weak in the areas where you're weak. Don't call your weaknesses bad things every time. They could be pointers. Yes, you should work on weaknesses, but I'm telling you, they could be pointers. All right. So find out your purpose and stop trying to be something or someone else. Do you get me? Find out what works best for you. For example, you've always heard, oh, it's good to, have night prayers. I'm just using that for an example. You must be able to wake up in the night and pray. Pray and do this and do that, because when man slept, the enemy came and so tares amidst the wheat and went his way, da da da. Yeah, it's true. But the question is, are you a night person? Because someone said you should wake up to pray in the night does not mean that is a law for everyone. Because some of you, that when it comes to praying at night, you will sleep off. So why pray when you will sleep? Yes, some people, they worked around it in such a way that they train themselves to the extent where they can now pray by night. But it's not everybody that will work for. For example, hi, don't pray in the midnight. Why? because I will always feel sleepy. I tried it for months. It didn't work. I always feel sleepy because I'm not actively engaging my mind. But guess what? This video I'm making is in the midnight because I'm very active when I'm working. So I do a lot of work in midnight. You know, I do some of my video editing in the midnight. I do some of my graphic designing in the midnight. Different work that I just leave for midnight. Because once I'm engaging myself actively, even when I'm preparing messages, I can do that midnight because I'm engaging my mind actively. I will not sleep. But once I'm praying in the Holy Ghost and all that, and my mind is not fruitful, I get to sleep. And I hate just dozing up in prayer and waking up, dozing up. I feel like I'm wasting my time. So I just do work in the midnight. And once is morning around 5, early morning, around 5, 4:35, then I try to wake up, then pray, knowing fully well that yes, I will actually participate in this prayer. I will actually be effective in this prayer, not dozing on and off. I hate that. So if I should insist that no, 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 they said midnight, I will just waste a lot of time when I know that based on who I am, once I'm not engaging my mind actively, I will sleep. So, what are the things that can engage my mind? I do them in midnight. I study in midnight. I do works, my personal works in midnight. I just do things that engage my mind in midnight. I don't even know when I get to catch some sleep, but I kind of get to catch some sleep later on. But when it's around morning, then I go to pray. And I can be there for hours. Hours, I mean literally hours. Why? Because by that time I'm active. That's my most active moment. When either my mind is engaged or not, I'm not sleepy. All right, that works for me and that makes me more effective. So don't force yourself to do what doesn't work for you. Find what works. Check your patterns. Study yourself. Find what works and do it. The goal is to be effective. The goal is to be effective. So, what will make you effective? Get that done. It's not a must you be like brother. Hey, but they said, the enemy comes at midnight and all that. Have you heard? He that keepeth Israel does not sleep nor slumber. How can your angel not be sleeping and you are awake? What's going on? Who is watching who? Don't you really think that your prayers in the morning will work at midnight? So you really think that it's because you are praying at midnight, that's why the arrows can reach you? No. It's because you are spiritually fired up. You can be sleeping and still be on fire. Because your angels are active. You sleep consciously and all those kind of things. So don't just box yourself and say, and just keep trying and keep wasting time, keep sleeping. Please change it if it doesn't work. But if morning does not work for you, then do midnight. All I'm saying, that's just in the area of prayer. There are other areas. There are other areas. Some people, um, you know, they, they do well in some areas while they don't do well in some other areas. All right? There's room for learning, but while you learn, can you focus on the areas you're good at and build your strength in that area? Because that might be a pointer. I'm telling you that your structure, your genetic makeup, how you know your wiring really matters when it comes to your purpose. You are wired for purpose. So just find out your wiring. Find out what you like, what you hate, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passion, your desire. You know, find those things out, and then you are just on your way to understanding who you are and why you are here. All right. So I just thought to put that out, and I know that will help someone at least from struggling from trying to meet a particular kind of pattern when you can actually structure your own pattern in a way that will be effective for you. All right. Focus on you and God. Don't leave the other guys. That's them. This is you and God. It's a personal journey. All right. Don't structure your life based on someone else's, pattern. You understand what I'm saying? All right. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe. I beg of you. Subscribe. You've been watching my videos, you're not subscribing. Why? Why? Have you heard? Let me just tell you. Come closer. Have you heard that subscribing to this YouTube channel is one of the way your name will enter the book of life? All right, don't mind me. But come on, just subscribe, all right? Just subscribe, just invite. Please subscribe, like the video so that YouTube can spread this good stuff, to reach many other people. And please give a good comment, constructive. Just please help this channel the best way you can. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, whatever. Just please do something and share this video. So at least two, three groups of two, three people so that they can also enjoy this value that I'm sharing. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.